The Democratic People's Republic of Korea celebrated the 60th anniversary of victory in the Fatherland Liberation War as a grand festival of victors on July 27. The streets of Pyongyang, the capital, were in festive mood. A military band of the Korean People's Army marched streets of the capital, adding to the atmosphere of celebration of Victory Day. Pyongyang greeted war veteran delegates from all parts of the country, delegations of different countries of the world, overseas Koreans delegations, and foreigners. Different exhibitions opened in celebration. A solemn ceremony of completion of the Fatherland Liberation War Martyrs Cemetery took place on July 25. Entombed in the cemetery are remains of more than 500 martyrs who fought heroically during the Fatherland Liberation War in the 1950s. An army people meeting with war veterans and a friendship joint gathering of Korean and Chinese war veterans were held respectively. Art performances were given to celebrate the Victory Day. A grand international peace march took place in celebration. A national meeting to celebrate the 60th anniversary of victory in the Fatherland Liberation War was held on July 26 in presence of Marshal Kim Jong-un. On the evening of July 26, a grand mass gymnastic and artistic performance, Arirang, Kim Il-sung Prize winner, was given in May Day Stadium. Marshal Kim Jong-un enjoyed the performance. Every scene of the performance reflected the will of the Korean people to make active efforts for enjoying socialist wealth and prosperity to the heart's content, and realizing global independence under the ideals of independence, friendship, and peace. On the morning of July 27, a military parade and a Pyongyang mass demonstration took place with grandeur in presence of Marshal Kim Jong-un. A column of cavalry soldiers dressed in the uniforms of the anti-Japanese guerrilla army and a column of veterans in the period of the Fatherland Liberation War marched past the square in fine array. Columns of guard units passed the square demonstrating their exploits. They were followed by columns of military schools of different levels of the Korean People's Army, different services and arms of the Korean People's Army, the Worker Peasant Red Guards, the Young Red Guards, and revolutionary schools. The marchers were filled with determinations to rush forward like the wind to the venue of parade of final victory in step with Marshal Kim Jong-un. Columns of mechanized units passed the square, demonstrating the might of self-reliant defense. Great generalissimos Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il built a genuine people's country for the first time in the 5,000-year-long history of the Korean nation. The demonstrators marched with a pledge to implement the plan of Marshal Kim Jong-un to build a thriving state as desired by the great generalissimos. The military and mass parades demonstrated once again the firm resolve of the Korean army and people to unite around Marshal Kim Jong-un single-mindedly and support his leadership with loyalty. An opening ceremony of the Victorious Fatherland Liberation War Museum was held with splendor on the afternoon of July 27th.
경례, 위대한 이 날이 드린다 당부
The museum is a grand monumental edifice conveying the exploits performed by Generalissimos Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il in victorious war and Seongun Revolution. Evening Gala of youth and students for the only motherland was held at Kim Il-sung Stadium. Evening of fireworks, We Will Emerge Victorious Forever was held on the evening of July 27 in presence of Marshal Kim Jong-un. Having celebrated the 60th anniversary of victory in the Fatherland Liberation War, the Korean people are marching forward more vigorously for final victory in building a thriving socialist nation united firmly around Marshal Kim Jong-un.